What's up, you guys? This is JD and I'm back with another video, and in this video today I wanted to discuss LeBron James. Now look, the Lakers right now, things aren't getting really better, and obviously many of us have heard the complaints from LeBron and all of that. Even though they did win last night, and that was a great win, especially for him on his birthday, coming out with the dub, 47 points. The man is still playing, of course, at a very high level. And of course, he's only a little bit 500 something points away from passing Kareem for the all-time leading scorer. And once he passes him in that category, obviously that's a huge milestone. And I mean, despite, him not having 6 NBA championships like Michael Jordan and 6-0 in the NBA Finals with 6 Finals MVPs. He has 4 of them, obviously, but I don't know. It's really, you can kind of do a 50-50 on who could be the GOAT, in my opinion. I mean, because passing Kareem, that's something that was hard to do. But when you look at Michael Jordan's stats and the amount of games he played, he played like 1,072 games and he had like 32,000 something points. There's no doubt in my mind, if he didn't miss those times through retirement and this and that, he probably would have been the all-time leading scorer. And no discredit for LeBron and what he's been able to do, but let's be real, I think that's definitely possibly the case for him. But for LeBron James and the Lakers right now, things just aren't really good. I mean, we all know their issues. They just really don't have the right pieces surrounding LeBron and Anthony Davis. Now look, when Anthony Davis is playing, they're a good team, and most of their numbers across the charts pretty much go up. And having him not there is very, very hard right now for the Lakers and for LeBron James. But I believe that, LeBron is at this point of his career now where he's not really asked to be that guy. I mean, even though he still is that guy, he's not going to be able to really carry a team to where they need to be as he used to in the past, because honestly, I've seen those times where he was on the Cavaliers. Those teams were slightly better than the one that he is now on the Lakers, because they had a bit more offense and firepower. But compared to what he has now on this team, it's not really good at all. 13th in the Western Conference right now, of course, and their defensive rating is 22nd in the entire NBA, and their offensive rating is 17th. So they're pretty much below average, kind of basically on both ends of the basketball court. I mean, for crying out loud, LeBron is the leading scorer now on the team, but he has no choice. And they have other guys who are averaging pretty decent numbers. Lonnie Walker's playing pretty decent for them. Austin Reeves has been a pretty good big plus. Westbrook off the bench, we all know that was a big deal for them. Dennis Schroeder's, not bad. And Thomas Bryant is actually not a bad piece either, but those are the only guys on this team, of course, that are averaging over double digits for the Lakers. But we know for the most part that all the load has been really stuck on LeBron and Anthony Davis. And, obviously LeBron is complaining and he's talking in the front office. They haven't really done anything. And honestly, you can put the blame on Rob Pelinka, but the reality is that this is what LeBron James wanted. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the guy that wanted Russell Westbrook to come to this team, and they wanted to compete for an NBA championship. But in the reality, that trade, and nothing wrong on Westbrook, but let's be real, they lost all their depth. They lost all the talent they have. They already lost multiple picks already. They don't have picks until 2027, I believe. And they don't really have a future now because they already sacrificed so much just to make this team good for LeBron and Anthony Davis. And getting Westbrook alone just did not help anything. And now they're stuck. Now they're stuck with this team that they have. And things aren't really going to get better for them anytime soon, especially if they don't make any moves. Let's be real. I mean, the value of the guys who they've been having on their team aren't really that good anyway. So it's not like they can really go out and really make big moves like how they want to anyway, because nobody is really going to want anything from the Lakers like that. And there's even been reports out there, obviously, now that, what if you consider trading LeBron and Anthony Davis? And in my opinion, personally, I mean, it may sound crazy, obviously, but we know they're trying to compete and win for an NBA championship. But let's be real. LeBron is 38 now years old, and Anthony Davis, he's in the midst of his prime. I just don't really think that they should continue with the team that they do have. I feel like it's to the point now where things have just kind of got out of proportion. The Lakers, they don't have a future, and they're pretty much relying on what they have right now in the now at the moment, which is pretty much nothing. This team, they just need to blow it up, in my opinion. I think that trading LeBron James, which obviously is something that I don't think would happen realistically speaking, but trading LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the perfect world will be actually the perfect situation for the Lakers, because they're going to get so many they can get many draft picks, they can get better young talent to really build this team into the next generation for them, instead of trying to focus on competing and winning now. Because as we all know, when we look throughout the history for the Lakers, I don't really think there's really ever been a really real time where they actually did develop talent and actually see it grow within their eyes. They did for a while, you know, when they had Julius Randle, D'Angelo Russell, and Jordan Clarkson, and all those guys, Lonzo. Then they had Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart. You know, they had some good pieces on their team then. And of course, they gave all of that away, you know, for this to work for them. They sacrificed all of that for this. And that's the thing. That's what the Lakers do. They've done that many times. I mean, you know, when Kobe Bryant, during his time when he was losing on the Lakers, what did they do? They made a big trade for Pau Gasol, and they got many other pieces on their team to finally start being back on a contending end for them. You know, during those times where they were pretty bad and they didn't have good pieces surrounding him. So the Lakers have been in this same boat before, and it's just happening yet again now with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I believe in the perfect world, trading these guys away would be the best situation for them. When you look at their future, and when you look at what's best for the Lakers franchise, not for LeBron, not for Anthony Davis, but what's best for the Lakers. The reality is, for LeBron, I feel like, you know, despite his greatness and his legacy and the things that he will accomplish, of course, becoming the all-time leading scorer this season, let's be real, this is going to be a dent in a way on his legacy. You know, not a big one, but it is, because this was all on him. You know, at the end of the day, we can say, oh, Anthony Davis, he's that guy for the Lakers. Let's be real. LeBron is the true leader of this Lakers team. I mean, he's the veteran. He's the guy with the experience. He's the guy with the championships. He's the guy that's considered one of the greatest players of all time. So all of the blame will pretty much go on him, because this is what he wanted at the end of the day. La GM. Because LeBron did re-sign with the Lakers, he had that bigger extension. He won't even be able to even be traded until like next year, you know, if he wanted to get traded. My thing is, we all know as well that the Lakers were trying to get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, and that does address some of their issues that they need as far as shooting and rim protection, because those are some of their biggest weaknesses on this team so far as well. You know, they lack shooter, but I feel like they need more than just Buddy Hield to come in and shoot. They need a lot more. You know, they need at least one or two multiple shooters and guys who are great 3 and D players as well, because as we all know, those archetypes of players are the ones that really help teams really win at the high level. And having a great rim protector, and when you combine all of that on a team, that really does make them, you know, a championship level team, especially if they have 2-star players. The thing is, the Lakers, the year we all know they did win the NBA championship, they didn't have all the shooting in the world, but they were still a decent shooting team. But they had size, they had defense, they still had great offense as well, except a lack of just consistent 3-point shooting. But what they had, they did really good with. But the reality is, they don't have all those assets to get all that on that team. I mean, stuck. And that's the really true reality for LeBron and the Lakers. Even if he does decide to move on, or even if they get his son or whatever, that's not really going to change. I mean, he wants to go out and compete for win an NBA championship. And I get that. And it shows, because the dude is still playing at a very high level for his age, defying all of that, defying time, father time. He's defying all of it. But, you know, right now, this is just not good for them. You know, this is going to be a bad luck on him in the end, when you're looking back on his glory, you know, the glory years of finishing off his NBA career. He didn't end it off on the greatest note. NBA now today is just extremely talented, and teams are getting better and evolving, and we've seen it happen this year especially too. But yeah, man, this is all I have to really say about him. I hope you guys enjoyed this brief video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball content each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.